anything. I mean, it was just it was a very pitiful performance. It was absolute trash. Second half, the team cannot make adjustments. The ISO ball was not. I didn't think it was. We were too ISO like we were in game 2. But anyway, it is a failure. The loser Phoenix Suns. We are finished. There's no draft capital. We have traded the assets. There's no guys on the floor that can defend the three-pointer. We don't have a lockdown defender like Mikal Bridges. I mean, this team is stripped of assets, and the loser Phoenix Suns are absolutely shambolically pathetic, spineless to the core, the whole fucking lot of these players. This team is fucking trash. This team got their ass beat by 25 points at home yet again, losing by 50 points to the Mavs, 70-30, and losing by 40 points to the Nuggets last year. So same old bunch of loser bums. And Booker talks a lot of shit for a guy who gets his ass handed to him countless times. You know why people don't like Booker the bum? Because he is a fake shit-talking bum is what he is. And I'm just being real about Devin Booker. You can't be talking smack and you're losing by 50 points back-to-back years. You're not showing up in a must-win game. In a must-win game, you're losing by 25 points again. What are we doing up there? What are we doing? They're not making adjustments. This team's trash. We had a chance. We better hope the Lakers win the championship this year, or else we ain't winning anything next year. I can tell you that right away. Because they me back. Lay me back. If the Lakers don't win the championship this year, forget about next year for losing Phoenix Suns. We ain't winning anything. How are we gonna get better? What kind of assets? What kind of assets do we have here? No first-round draft picks. Trade away the frickin' Twins. They play defense here. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson. What the hell, man? The frickin' loser team is never ever winning a championship until they fleece a team on the trade market. They're gonna have to really fleece somebody to find a team together to win the championship, whether it be 2007, whatever, 1993, 1993. That's like the big year they lost to Michael Jordan in 1976. And 2021, obviously. Will we win one time with Booker the Bum? Would be 13 years after we draft Booker the Bum, something like that. Who knows? But Arizona 84, who knows? Arizona 84. Yes, it's true. It's Arizona 84, and if they're not gonna win by 2026, who knows? Done. Suns are done. At least Lakers have trade assets to trade for Trae Young. I mean, they're in a better spot than we are. Why is he inching past the line right there?
I thought it was the green.
Anyways, but anyways, this team is trash. They're done. They're not winning anything with Kevin Durant. It seems like, because on the agenda, it's go kill by time Michael Jordan. I say win the 6th ring by year 23. Anyway, it doesn't really change anything as far as goalkeeping by time Michael. It's just tweak it a little bit. So instead of winning in year 21, then it's gonna be a back-to-back. And let's say if the Lakers do lose tomorrow and quit on Darvin Ham, then they'll fire Darvin Ham. They're gonna hire Mark Jackson. Because the players, the only way they can really be embarrassed is if the players quit on Darvin Ham. Basically, the players are capable of coming back with the talent, but there still is the possibility that they could quit on Darvin Ham. You can't just ignore the possibility that they can quit on Darvin Ham. But anyway, if the players want to have competitive pride, I believe they're certainly capable if they can get to a double-digit lead again. All the numbers can support a comeback. Greatest NBA comeback is Camacho of the 198th playoff win. So for me, based on that interpretation, the greatest playoff comeback has to happen in the year that he wins the title for playoff win 198. So I absolutely believe. But then again, it all depends. Do they play for the jersey? Do they play for the purple and gold and for competitive pride and all those things? Or do they quit on Darvin Ham? Because he's gone if they lose tomorrow. They gone if this is a 4-5 game series. He's gone if it's a 4 or 5 game series. I think the fans are vocal enough to where Darvin Ham, he will be fired if they get swept, because basically he hasn't made it. Anthony Davis was talking the other day like he was they don't know what we were doing out there. So you gotta understand that it's a possibility that the players might quit on Darvin Ham. But they are certainly capable of whipping their ass for 4 straight games. We know they are capable. They are capable of whipping their ass 4 straight games. But we'll find out. We'll find out if they quit on Ham or not. That's the possibility. But for me, before I thought fans were sick and tired of goalkeeping LeBron James, before I was thinking NBA would want him to win back-to-back because fans are sick of goalkeeping LeBron James. But then again, they don't really care. But then thinking about the reflection of the repeat happening instead of the win in year 21, don't win year 22, win in year 23, then basically they didn't care if Patrick Mahomes is winning, even though fans are sick and tired of Patrick Mahomes. They didn't care about the Patriots winning in I think 2017, 2019, right? They didn't care that the Patriots were in the Super Bowl every year. They didn't care. So if they didn't care about Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, then they won't care if goalkeeper LeBron wins back-to-back rings, because it's part of a satanic ritual anyways, where people hate him and then he gets the 6th ring. So they're Tom Brady in that 6th ring, right? The occult speaks volumes that way. But the Lake guys are going to win back-to-back with goalkeeper LeBron James if they don't win the championship this year. But I believe in the guys. But then I believe, yes, I get it. It's lined up perfectly to happen to come back. Yeah, it would have been a lot of money, I understand, but, and it's not completely out of the realms for me, because the next title has to happen in magical fashion. So this would be pretty magical. They come back from 3-0. And so for me, this is how you can embark on a magical journey for the first title since Disney. So I believe, but then again, possibility they could quit on Ham. We're about to find out. You heard Anthony Davis after game 2. You heard him. You heard him. You heard him. Hey, should not be down. Should not be down. We should not be down whatsoever. Well, oh, they get the sweep out again, and then he wins 4 straight games. That'd be a perfect script if we suddenly sweep him again. The last Game 7 win for the Lakers on the road was at the Sacramento Kings, and Mike Malone, he was coach of Sacramento before he got fired. He became Denver coach. Basically, if we win tomorrow, then they're not quitting on Darvin Ham. They may be keeping it strictly professional. Hopefully they do keep it strictly professional. They have disagreements, but they'll still continue to play as professionals, to go out there and put your personal differences aside and go out and compete for your pride and your ego, and also for the jersey. So I'm hoping it is a good game tomorrow. And there's obviously big questions, because Frank Vogel is going to get fired. I imagine the new owner is on a very short leash. Basically, Goalkeeping LeBron and Anthony Davis are going to if they lose, then they're going to try to shift the blame away from themselves. Well, we know Hachimura and D-Russ are trash. I think D-Russ will leave if they get swept, and the Lake guys are going to target an Atlanta Hawks guy. So they are going to get the Dejounte Murray or Trae Young, whichever guy Atlanta wants to get rid of, because that is the Bill Russell team. It's the Atlanta Hawks, St. Louis Hawks that drafted him. So we see Lakers Celtics. We even see the possibility of the Celtics winning this year and the Lakers being the next year. Because am I really going to see a repeat and another repeat to follow? So I believe we have to see the Celtics. If the Lakers don't win this year, the Celtics going to be deep in the champions. Next year, the Lakers have to equalize. When we are adjusting the script on the fly, making adjustment, seeing who it is this year, and then, Goki LeBron gets the 6 rings in year 23, then we're ready to attack. And if it's back to back, then great. You already got Lakers at tremendous value for back-to-back years, which is outstanding, which is tremendous. Because Mark Jackson is a Clipper coach, and Mark Jackson, of course, he was with the Indiana Pacers when Kobe won his first ring. So that's kind of what I've already uploaded. I'm going to publish it tomorrow if the Lakers lose or when they lose, whatever. But I believe they can come back. If you're being realistic, it all depends on if they quit on Darvin Ham, because this remains very possible that they do. He could win another repeat 13 years after 2013 when we're adjusting the script on the fly. NBA won't care if fans hate on Goki LeBron James. This is the perfect ingredient. NBA is moving on from Kevin Durant and Goki LeBron James and Stephen Curry. And then next year, Goki LeBron James wins the championship. They want you guys to think Goki LeBron is done, that they moving off Kevin Durant and Goki LeBron James. But let's think back to the 2018 World Cup where Messi and Ronaldo, they went out in the round of 16. So in other words, that's the first round of the World Cup knockout phase. First round. That's what the round of 16 is. The first round in World Cup soccer. They're moving on from Ronaldo and Messi to Mbappe, right? When Mbappe won the World Cup, still Messi won in 2022. So I equate that Ronaldo, Messi getting out of the round of 16 in 2018 to Goki LeBron James and Kevin Durant going out of the first round. But then Goki LeBron James shows why he's the GOAT, he's the king, he's the savior, whereas Kevin Durant is the fraud like Pinaldo, right? He could only win. He's stacked on a stacked Real Madrid team. And Durant could only win when he was on a stacked Golden State team. So think of that analogy with Messi and Ronaldo when we think about this psyop narrative of moving on from Goki LeBron and Durant and Curry. Because Durant will be there in the playoffs next year. Curry will be there in the playoffs next year. The Warriors should be there next year. Will they be a conference finals team? I doubt it. But they'll certainly be in the playoffs next year. Goki LeBron James, Mark Jackson is a former New York Knicks player. LeBron is already won 6 rings. There's no reason to be it's implosion if they get eliminated by the Nuggets. There's no need for that because we know we beat the Nuggets next year. If they don't beat the Nuggets this year, hopefully we beat them in 5 next year. But David versus Goliath, we'd be serious about this. They play good basketball. They don't play isoball. They're a smart team, but yeah, Goki LeBron is better. Don't screw my goal like that. Loser Phoenix Suns, their history. Now that we will see a different winner, the loser Phoenix Suns. There's going to be no immediate championship for the loser Phoenix Suns. Look, Michael Bridges is out. There's no lockdown defender. There's no point guard. Loser Suns don't have assets. But Lakers do if they want to get rid of D-Russ and bring in Dejounte Murray or Trae Young. They certainly can. We need a center and a power forward. Get back to size. Hachi can't cut it. JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. Lakers need a premier center. Let AD go out mid-range. He can post up whatever he feels like. The Lakers need a real center. So Lakers will target center. They will replace the D'Angelo Russell with somebody else is what they're going to do. But we are certainly capable of coming back to win the series. It all depends if they still want to play for Darvin Ham or if they want to see him get fired. So this remains really possible. And I know we are certainly capable of coming back. We certainly are capable of coming back. We will come back if on Darvin Ham. There's only one condition. One condition: they cannot quit on Darvin Ham. If they want to come back, the numbers will support. If it's something out of a magical wand, we will understand exactly why. It's the first magical title since magical land of Disney World. I like this one too. I think LeBron is gonna obviously play to not get swept. Let's leave it there. Like, one sweep is another thing, but get swept back-to-back years, what we saw from him last year, like, he is gonna come in and he's gonna score. He does not want 2 straight years of getting swept. But again, there's a plan to where they will scapegoat all this on Darvin Ham, and they will focus it all away from LeBron and the shortcomings of the bench and D-Russ and Hachimura, and it was a whole institutional failure, basically, is what it came down to. Well, it was a scripted series. Lakers could easily blow them out of the water. Obviously, they have something planned. But I know the best player to come back from 3-0 is GOAT King LeBron James. I enjoy watching the GOAT play. So it makes no difference if the Lakers are just going to lose the game from the start. We watching GOAT King LeBron James tomorrow. I will be watching GOAT King LeBron James. So, again, we will find out if they truly want to play for Darvin Ham or not. You have to be realistic. Obviously, something's going on where you're not making adjustments in players. Would this crap be allowed to happen under Mark Jackson, where a player is not in the huddle and he starts, playing on his phone, basically, as someone did over there? Do they respect Darvin Ham? Or is he just a puppet of God management? That's probably what he is. He's a puppet of a management. Joe King LeBron cannot win this soon. So Darvin will just be a puppet to where GOAT King LeBron cannot reach 6 rings before year 23 is what it comes down to. But hey, magical title for the first title since Disney World. Why can't the Lakers make history? Why can't the Lakers make history? Why can't they? Why can't the Lakers make history? Why can't GOAT King LeBron be the first? Then if he gets swept 2 straight years, then they're ready to say that he's done. He's never going to be great again. He's had a great series. He hasn't had the best series. He's had a great series because he has performed. Even when he hasn't executed every play, he has stepped it up. But the turnovers, because he's not getting help from D-Russ. The magnets were turned on for the missed shot. And in Game 2, he showed up for Game 3, GOAT King LeBron James. He is not the issue. The lack of a supporting third player is the issue. Darvin Ham is the issue. Hachimura is an issue. No center is an issue. Adjustments will have to be made on the fly for the Lakers. But I would consider it very great news if the Lakers come in and this is a tight game after one half. Now, it doesn't end after one half because the Lakers could easily take the second half and get Darvin Ham fired right after the game. So it all depends on what the players want. Are they going to come back or are they going to get Darvin Ham fired? Pronto. Date prisa. Right away. Because that will open the door for Mark Jackson for retribution for his firing by the Warriors and the immediate ascendancy of the Warriors dynasty. He is the 18th pick of the draft. We already know it's a lock for the Lakers to win next year. If they don't win, because it happened 18 months after the NBA Cup, Mark Jackson is the 18th pick of his draft. He's coached 19 playoff games with the Warriors. I'm high on Mark Jackson. I believe Phil Jackson's probably going to die before the Lakers defeat Mark Jackson's team in the NBA Finals. Phil Jackson's first team that he won the championship with, the New York Knicks, when we looking at LeBron James, Ty, Michael, and Kareem at their birth city of New York in 2026, in the 23rd year of the league for LeBron James. And that's exactly what I will be the first to talk about, is the 14th repeat and the coronation of the GOAT. Because it's happening. The best player in the league, this is perfect. He'll be undefeated in his 40s. His last two playoffs, he'll be unbeaten when he reaches the magic 4-0. It ain't just about the scoring record. It's about the 40,000 points. Where he reaches 40,000 points. He's the first player to reach 40,000 points, but then he wins every playoffs he's involved in during his 40s. They don't want Bron out of there. They just want him to win at the very, 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 very end. You just flip around year 21 for year 22 for the fifth ring. That's a very easy, simple fix. There needs no explaining for that. Loser Suns just not going to win. Loser Suns are just an object failure. Loser Suns will never win the championship this soon with Kevin Durant. It's just not going to happen. They will line up for the loser Suns to win, but the loser Suns will not going to win next year because they're an utter object failure, and instead it's the LA Lakers. They're going to repeat instead of the Lakers winning this year and loser Suns winning next year. The matchup I'm looking at is the Nuggets and the Celtics. In the Ridge Conference Finals for the Euro boys, the international views for Doncic and Jokic. He'll be rigged against the Timberwolves. He'll be rigged against the Thunder. So that is what I will speak about tomorrow, right after it is clear what the outcome of the game is going to be. They'll script something for the loser Suns if the Lakers are coming back to win the series. And this is where the exposing of the script is going to lie right here. If loser Suns are not in the plans, Celtics Nuggets this year and Lakers take back-to-back titles. Kevin Durant is just never going to win until, if he makes it to 39 years of age, he's 35 right now. So there's room for Kevin Durant to make it a little bit longer with the loser Phoenix Suns if he makes adjustments and he starts resting every other game like LeBron James, doing the kind of things that Tim Duncan in the San Antonio Spurs and LeBron's games have done. We're looking at tiebreaker. We're looking at LeBron James equalizing the Celtics. Because I can't see two consecutive repeats for two different teams. You got to have another team win in there. Key to looking and diagnosing the Celtics, to look at Bill Russell. But then again, it's true that BetMGM, the most tickets are for the East, the Celtics, and the most tickets to win the title, the Celtics. That's how you end up being $1.30 per dollar state. The Celtics have the most bets out of any team because the East is one-sided, and Celtics win the championship because all Celtics look great. in a very bad conference. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things look for Darvin Ham tomorrow. Lakers will finally move on and address the final pieces to the equation for GOAT LeBron's 5th and 6th rings in a repeat fashion. If they don't win this year and dispose Darvin Ham, it is clear what is going to go down for GOAT LeBron James in his last 2 years of the league in the NBA. 2 straight titles in his 40s. This guy's living legend. It's still a great script. You get swept 2 straight years and you come back for revenge and you win back-to-back titles. And you defeat the Clippers, you defeat the Mavericks, and you defeat the Nuggets. I mean, this is going to be a very exciting run for GOAT LeBron James. You beat your historic rival. You go into the mecca of basketball, Madison Square Garden, to win the championship. I mean, this is going to be a beautiful repeat run if they don't win this year. It would be magical for the first title since Disney World. Would be magical, yeah. GOAT LeBron James will be resting games. Yeah, wondering what's going on with the liquor. GOAT LeBron's in win now mode. When you win now mode, you stay and you tweak the team. You get rid of the puppet. You bring in a real coach. You bring in the center. You launch the trade for the Jonathan Murray or Trae Young, and boom, you get rid of D. Ross. He's scrub. He's playing out his phone. He's a prima donna. All that loser. And now you're ready to officially get in GOAT time mode. These are all of the adjustments they have to do in order to do so. That's exactly what I will speak about tomorrow. If they quit on Darvin Ham, because it is possible that they quit on Darvin Ham, and they may just wait until the scripted series for the Nuggets, the scripted he's reaching the end of his career line for GOAT LeBron James. Like, it's the end of Messi after 2018. He still won World Cup. So the same thing with GOAT LeBron James is that 4 years later, he's still the GOAT. He's still the best player in the game. He's still going to dominate. I've seen him what he was doing last year. I'll see what he was doing. But anyway, NBA has a script. They know what the Laker players are thinking. We will exactly see where their priorities lie in making a legendary comeback or making sure that Darvin Ham gets embarrassed before the door hits his way on his way out. That's pretty much where we are tomorrow. You don't need to whine and cry about the Lakers because they've already got the 5th and 6th rings. The 6th ring has already been delivered to the Lakers in year 23 of GOAT LeBron James. I told you that's what's going to happen. And here we are. If it wasn't a year in between 2 rings, then it's a repeat. It's a simple equation. It's a simple tweak. Boom. It's like making a simple tweak in a in-game adjustment. As a basketball coach, you do the same thing. You insert Lakers in for next year. Boom. And they're already in there for 2026. That's an easy fix. But if Darvin Ham, we could see Darvin Ham fired. We could see Frank Vogel fired. We could see both guys fired. We could see Bus Redding bomb and Booker, the fake shit-talking bomb, lose. We could see the other team go on a comeback because they have GOAT LeBron James and Bus Redding bum and Booker the bum. They get swept again. He got swept in Brooklyn. He got swept in Phoenix. And GOAT LeBron James goes on a historic comeback. There's always hope. And there's always faith. And it all depends on where the players' priorities lie with playing for the shirt or just giving up and folding the towel and let's get Darvin Ham fired. We about to find out very soon in under 24 hours. And the great thing about losing tomorrow, if we lose, is that repeat is already on the way. It's already been delivered. It's already on the way. Express shipping. Booyah.